And everything start with the leader. I'm a good leader, so I got good people that follow. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. If you can only be like the running your crew. If you got a rob boss, then you're gonna be a robbing ass crew. If you got a real boss who know how to sacrifice and take the bad along with the good and show his crew know how to be men, then this what you get.
We appreciate the hospitality. We appreciate Smack DVD. We appreciate my man right here, Big Jason coming down here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, we came to celebrate.
Miami appreciates you coming in. 30 years ago, hip-hop, rhythm and blues, rhythm and blues, all that. Was what it was. This is what it is. The economy, the community, the people, the culture, the variation.
That's right.
Big event, this group here, unparalleled as far as peace.
Exactly. That's right.
That's right. Except this is too awful.
That's real. That's gangster. That's gangster. That's what's up. Right?
So now here we go. This thing is crazy. So we know that Big Meech was released from the federal penitentiary. We know that he's still in a halfway house, right? But this guy was a guy that was celebrated all throughout America. You know, he was the ultimate dope boy. Everybody loved Big Meech. Free Big Meech. I'm looking at all the hypocrisy, right? And you loved him from being a dope boy and basically destroying the community. But nonetheless, he was loved, right? You know, he did his videos. They was making it rain in the clubs. They was doing all this, right? 50 Cent saw this when 50 Cent was really blowing up at the time around 2001, 2002. He said he didn't really want to be affiliated with them at that time, right? But when they went to jail, got indicted, he made a business deal and basically got some type of rights to do a series on their life, right? So he put the son through school. They negotiated some deals. They did whatever, right? But now since Big Meech has come home, Big Meech and Southwest T, they've been on stage with 50 Cent's enemy, who is Rick Ross, right? Now, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but 50 Cent is very upset about that. So he made this post calling him a rat, you know, doing all kinds of stuff. He was even doubling down, showing posting other YouTubers' videos that's been calling Big Meech out for years by doing this.
Oh, man, I'm hearing already. Some people was pulling out of that concert. Yeah, on February 13th, that Big Meech was having. You heard? I know Little Baby ain't performing, right? Yeah, he said he ain't Gunna no more because Gunna a rat. I know he ain't performing that Big Meech. Yeah, 50 on the internet calling this nigga a rat. Talking about Tammy Cowan. This shit didn't grew some legs. Yeah, from when we was on the internet a few months ago talking about, yo, how Cuffy get indicted, how the Migo get indicted, and Meech ain't get indicted, blah, blah, blah. This shit didn't grew some legs since then. Yeah, because if Tammy then told 50 and... Yo, 50, let me narrate.
So now Big Meech is home and he's trying to get his bag, right? So we're hearing, we know that him and Rick Ross has an up-and-coming show that they're going to do a car show. The Little Baby was supposed to perform in it. We're hearing now that he's pulling out because Big Meech and 50 Cent has now had a falling out. And I know 50 Cent has a lot of power in the industry. He's the new gatekeeper now that they done got rid of Jay-Z and Diddy. 50 is the new gatekeeper. And I always told y'all about these athletes and entertainers. I don't know why all of a sudden y'all love 50 Cent. All of a sudden, where he's been a part of that industry that you guys criticize all the time. I mean, I've been calling this stuff out for years because Big Meech has, there's been people calling him out as far as paperwork and saying that he was a snitch for years. Now, I don't know if he is or he ain't, right? But we're hearing that Little Baby now wants to pull out of the show because some of Big Meech's entourage was talking about him. Now, y'all remember when Southwest T came home, right? And Southwest T, he did a video and he took some pictures with Kenneth Supreme McGriff's, the former Queens Kingpin, who's doing life, his son, his junior. He took some pictures with him and talked about that, and 50 Cent got upset. Y'all remember this video?
I had to throw that
you got the front, yeah, I do the back.
Yeah, I had to throw that on there, man.
Yeah,
and listen, this moment right here is monumental for me, man. I drove 9 hours to come pull up on y'all.
Nah, man.
9 hours, yo.
Man, listen.
You feel me? 9
listen,
hours.
man, listen.
Yo.
Listen. From it's in your blood, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all chose to wear life and stood on it. One thing I respect Puff. You know what I'm saying? I always respect him. It's in your blood, bro. You know, he's an honorable man, man. And I know Chris now speak highly of him.
Yeah.
I used to just sing. I never had the pleasure, but I used to sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, this stuff is real funny, right? Because long before all of this, you know, Cuffy from out of St. Louis, his daughter was online, and she was spewing a lot of stuff towards Big Meech, who was like a godfather to her. And she was saying that her father was saying that Big Meech set him up. Y'all don't believe me? Check this out.
Cameron Gatling. I'm making this recording in regards to my dad. He's Dion Gatling. Most people know him as Cuffy. But I wanted to make this recording so I can shed light on some facts. My dad was set up by one of his best friends, which is Demetrius Flannery, also known as Big Meech. My dad and Meech have been friends for 30 years plus. I've known Meech my whole life. I look at him like an uncle. Like, this situation has been completely devastating on so many different levels, and there's still so many questions that aren't answered. At this point, I can only shed light on what I know for sure to be facts, and hopefully one day I will have the complete truth. But in 2011, around that time, Meech reached out to my dad in regards to creating a BMF movie. So Meech hooked my dad up with a woman named Tammy Cohen's. At the time, Tammy was Meech's power of attorney. Also, she owned the life rights. So my dad was working with Meech, Tammy, T, basically trying to work on a movie deal. So
She wasn't finished. She also said this because a lot of stuff that she was saying went on deaf ears. Y'all didn't care. Y'all didn't care. Y'all loved Big Meech. I remember when this stuff was going down, a lot of y'all was saying that they was full of crap and they was just looking for a scapegoat. Now y'all believe them? Listen.
Finally arrested my dad and we received the discovery. He knew exactly who CS1 was, and he told me and my mom that it was Tammy Cohen's. At that time, we really did not want to believe. We wanted to give Meech the benefit of the doubt. It was really hard to believe that Meech would set my dad up. It was almost unbelievable. So we were able to like reach out, get a message to Meech, and basically let him know that Tammy was an informant. We later received a message from him saying that it had to be a misunderstanding. Just call her, she'll straighten this out, so on. And at this time, my dad was like, I'm not dumb. I'm not about to call an informant.
So 50 Cent was very upset about that. And he went to social media. Again, now these are guys my age and older, dealing with stuff on social media. So it's already a bunch of ratting and just backstabbing and all kinds of stuff going on. Because real men talk behind the scenes and deal with their issues, right? 50 Cent said, hey, I know T feel like he's not making the money Lil Meech BMF is making, but I thought they would be happy for him. It's not like I didn't help your family make millions. Cool. When stars start suggesting the wrong moves, I'm simply going to sit and watch. Don't worry, you'll be off the air in no time. So that's 50 Cent, holding grudges and dealing with the way that, still beholden to the streets, right? And I'm going to deal with all this as we go along, right? But then we get to Dion Gatling. Now, Dion Gatling, also known as Cuffy, was a major dealer out of St. Louis, right? And he was best friends for a long time with Big Meech, right? And he got hit with a 20-year sentence because he says he's alleging that he was set up by Big Meech and Tammy Cohen's, who's supposed to be a well-known CI for years, right? And he's been talking about this for years online. Nobody cared until now, right? Now you had some people that was calling him out. But for the most part, y'all was loving Big Meech. Oh my God, Big Meech was the greatest hustler ever, right? Now all of a sudden, because he Because 50 Cent said it. Now y'all don't like Big Meech no more. Come on, stop the hypocrisy. Because Dion been calling this out for years, right? He was on social media saying this.
What Meech and Tammy did is called because you're not in the system. Thank God you're not. I hate to see brothers in this system. But brothers who are familiar with this system, this is a nasty, nasty system. What Meech and Tammy did was called a third-party cooperation. What happened was...
This call is from a federal prison.
Originally, I was put with Tammy. I paid for the script. I paid $250,000. That's my script. What happened was, homie, I wasn't even the original target. They wanted to get a little Mexican. He's actually a cartel member out of L.A. named Suarez. You'll see his name in the paperwork, Fidel Suarez. He was their initial target. You feel me?
Right.
He was their initial target. But with me calling in while they were trying to set up Fidel Suarez, she clicked over and told the Fed, or the agents who was listening to her and Suarez, hold on, this is Cuff. And when they heard the name Cuff, they went fucking crazy. And that's when her and Meech turned this scheme toward me. You feel me? So what it did was, this is what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to give Meech a time cut for her cooperation and set me up. But also, it kills two birds with one stone. It puts me in jail, and now they don't have to split any of the revenue with me. My buddy and my partner along with me, his name is Louis Burrell. That's MC Hammer's big brother.
That's who Tammy was coming out here to see.
Tammy would turn down that deal with me and Louis Burrell getting 20% of that budget. You understand what I'm saying? For a finder's fee. So what ended up happening was we didn't know that they had other plans and that she was sleeping with the feds and that they would put me off in prison and run away with my script and don't have to give me anything. So it was supposed to give Meech a time cut and knock me out of my percentage, me and Louis Burrell out of our percentage for the finder's fee with Lionsgate's film. Well, Lionsgate, when Louis went, so they backdoored us. Lionsgate shot it down when Louis Burrell wasn't no longer a part of it. You feel me?
Right.
So Tammy's whole thing fell apart. Meech couldn't get a time cut because they found out Tammy has no credibility. Because when you can't have a relationship with a federal agent, now you have no credibility. So they thing blew up. They thing fell all the way apart and blew up. That's why Meech didn't get a
I'm going to say this, man, and I'm going to keep it all the way 100, man, as an OG. You know, in the streets, in this game, there's no honor, no loyalty. People play by their own rules, especially those 80s cats that I grew up around. They made the rules. They did the leaning. They leaned on people. Now, people can say that, man, he should be more respectful to 50 Cent because 50 Cent took his son under his wing and he did this. And that may be true. But we haven't heard from Big Meech. And we don't know what the business deals behind the scenes may have been. We don't know. There's a lot of things that we still don't know. A lot of people are speculating. Just because 50 Cent say one thing don't mean that that's what it is, right? I'm not a big fan of 50 Cent. If y'all want to be technical with snitching, we want to go OG rules, I'm 50. OG rules, when 50 said to Chaz Williams, when he said, Slim switch sides on me, let N-words ride on me. I thought we was cool. Why you want me to die, homie? Y'all remember that? And we know what he was talking about. He was snitching on records. All these guys, a lot of these guys are rats. When you get money and you moving a metric ton of work across America, the feds know who you are, man. You're not on that level and they don't know who you are. So let's get out of this stupid, like a lot of y'all are too young to understand the way this thing is set up. So I've been saying that. You know, these guys moving over 2,500 to 3,000 keys a month, and they only one do 15 years, the other one only do 19 years. Come on, man. What we talking about here? What kind of deals was being made? We already know this. But everybody's snitching. Y'all online self-snitching. You put all your drugs and your guns and your cars and everything else online. You tell the police don't even have to come out and investigate. Y'all show everything. We're living in the era of the snitch. So now you're mad at Meech when y'all support all these other guys? Like, all this stuff is just weird. It's weirdo stuff. 50 Cent knew all the information that he's giving out now, knew this prior to Big Meech doing something to make him upset. So he was already in bed and doing business with a rat. So I'm not trying to hear none of that stuff, man, because Cuffy And his daughter been blowing the whistle for a long time, and it went on deaf ears by most of y'all. Y'all didn't care. Y'all didn't care. And I'm telling y'all right now, the streets is bandits. Y'all lauded him and loved him for being a dope boy, being a real N-word, being a street guy. They the ones that do the leaning. They the ones that's laying and spraying cats down, right? So when he come out, he exhibit the behavior of being a bandit. Now you don't like it? But that's what you celebrated him for. I'm going to say it again for the slow people in the back. You celebrated him for being a bandit, right? For being a real N-word, for being a gangster, for being you don't know what you might get with this guy, because that's how the street guys, that's how they get down, right? They make the rules. So when he come out and move on his own accord, the way he want to move, now you want to criticize him for it. Now you want to be all morale and have morals. Not the streets. They do what they want to do. They move how they want to move. So all I'm saying is 50 Cent had a business deal with Big Meech, not a relationship. Not great relationships. Because I'm going to tell you, if he had a great relationship, then I know for a fact that Big Meech wouldn't be moving the way that he's moving. I'm looking at the way Meech is moving. Do you guys out there think Meech is dumb? Do you think he is broke? He can't be. Not by the way he's moving. He's moving like a boss on his own terms, his own accord, whether I agree with it or not. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm looking at the actions of what this man is doing. And also understanding this man is a street guy. This man is a gangster. This man was moving work from AC to KC, Nebraska to Alaska. Right? He's the real deal. He's the guy that y'all talk about in your raps. So you can't say fake. Because then you'd be a hypocrite. But I'm going to cut this video short. If you made it this far in the video, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to Street Media TV. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.